Welcome back, my body language buddies. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, and today we're gonna analyze these photos from Brooklyn Beckham's and Nicola Pelt's wedding that caught my attention because it was this issue if they had invited the Harkles or had invited the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. They invited the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, but they could not attend. I don't remember what was the reason. And in the case of the Harkles, Harry and Meghan were not invited. So, well, that was part of that drama of the royal family. This wedding, the son of Victoria and David Beckham got married with the daughter of a billionaire. She's an actress. She acted in Transformers. He acted in a couple other movies that I don't remember now. But I have to confess that I didn't know who these people were like 2 weeks ago. Okay, once all this hype from the wedding began to pile up, then I began researching a bit, and I noticed something odd in the pictures, and I wanted to share with you some observations. Of course, I want to know your feedback, and in this live, I'm gonna do a different approach to the format. Uh, I'm gonna focus on the photos in the first 20 and first 30 minutes. Okay, 29 minutes to be exact. In the first 30 minutes, I'm gonna focus talking about the pictures. Okay, and we're gonna talk and gonna chat about it after that first live. Immediately after, it's gonna be a connected live to talk about it. So what I say about these pictures gets like into this first 30 minutes. Okay, we're gonna talk about this 30 minutes. I'm reading your comments as I'm speaking, and if I see any comment that is nice and good to display, I'm gonna like put it on the screen. Okay, remember to hit like. I need you to hit like. That's the only thing that I need from you right now. Let me adjust the screen. And this is the picture that caught my attention first. This is like their staple wedding photo. I think you haven't seen it before. Maybe you have seen it before, maybe you haven't. But I would like to know, what do you feel about this picture? There's no problem that the man is sitting and the woman is standing up. It's absolutely no problem at all. It can be mixed up. It's ideal that one of them should be standing up and the other seated, so there's this asymmetry. It's a more interesting composition. It's always a more interesting composition if we mix that. Okay? But in this case, I'm gonna point. The first thing I'm gonna point is his face, is his expression. I understand he wants to come out as laid back. One tip, if you are not aware of, he is 23 years old and she is 27. There is a certain age gap, not that huge age gap. She is older than him by 4 years, and I think that's 4 years, and that's it. But the problem is the fact that he's 23 years old. This is something that we have to take into account, because there's a important part of our brain that is the prefrontal cortex, this area here, that doesn't fully develop until we are 25 years old. Okay, this is really important to understand, because in this case, she will have that area fully developed, but he would not have that at this stage. Okay, that's an area that helps us make decisions and not do stupid things. So that's important to understand. It's not the same when a woman is, for example, 47 and the man is 43. It's the same age gap, but the maturity that we're talking about is much different. And in terms of maturity, you should also be aware that he got a tattoo of her eyes on his neck. Okay, in the back of his neck, he got a tattoo of her eyes. Okay, you already know that making any kind of permanent ink on your skin of your partner, it's something that, well, some people like it, some people don't, but in case of anything, if case something there's a fallout, well, you know that it's not a good idea in the end. And in fact, they signed a prenup before getting married, so they are pretty practical people in that regard. I guess that the prenup was her father's idea. I'm pretty sure about that. But I think he wants to come out as, I don't know, Johnny Depp from the 80s. It has this feeling of it's like he wants to come as laid back, but he looks like bored, like lack of energy. Okay, his eyes, it's like he's sleepy. Is it what is coming out? He's sleepy. He doesn't look powerful. You can, as a man in your picture, be seated, but you have to have frame. You need to look powerful. You know, like full of energy. Like maybe you can be serious, have a serious face. You don't have to smile for your wedding photo, but you can. You need to project that energy, that anticipation for the years that come, for the new life that you're starting out. There's nothing of the sort here. And of course, there's also the fact that his frame, talking about the frame. Frame is very important, especially in men, because what makes men masculine, one of the most important features is the jawline. He's got some sort of a jawline. His face is a bit more round. His jawline is not as chiseled, not as sharp as his father's. Maybe he still has to develop a bit that part. Maybe some physique that he has to change, but he's not got it yet. Let's say yet. But the frame, his shoulders are like, in a way, like under the weight of her arm. It's like her arm is a very a weight that is bringing down his shoulders. It's not like he's supporting her. It's like she is putting her hand there. That's important to understand, to point out. She's putting her hand there. That's okay, but it's like he's falling or not being able to put that strain. It's like I don't know. He looks like a grunge musician from the 90s. Yes, that's exactly what he looks like. And there's also this feature. Okay? I'm going to ask a question and I'm going to answer this at the end of this first 30 minutes. What do you think this means? His fingers crossed over his crotch, covering his genitals. What does it mean to you? This is important. This is very important. And just in case you want to watch it, his shoes, I don't know what you think about that. They look like Frankenstein shoes. Maybe they look cool. Maybe he wanted to look taller, but it's like some kind of nice platforms. Okay? But in his general body language, I don't see energy. The energy of a 23-year-old, like someone. He in his Instagram, his YouTube channel. I think he's a chef now. He has a bit more energy, more always with that laid-back attitude, a soft smile. He opted for a more serious tone here, but something that is off. And one of the clues is this gesture here that you're about to find out in a few minutes. What about her stance? Totally different. Look like her frame is even more solid than his. Her frame is solid. She's standing up. She's got her chin up too. Okay, this is important. You can clearly see the lower part of her nose. That's a bit of arrogance. That's being very dominant. Okay, of course, it's also like the camera was more at his face level, but she made sure to have her face a bit upward, like that, chin up, a bit arrogant, a bit dominant. So you can guess that if they picked this photo of all the photos that the photographer must have taken from that session, then it must be because they like the way their dynamic, the couple dynamic look at that moment. Okay, that is important. And of course, the hand. I'm not gonna talk much about that hand now, but you are going to see later, a couple minutes later. Now, regarding this posture that he is covering his genitals, we still don't know what does it mean. It's important to notice that they have other, like from his Instagram, other pictures. Let me see. I have some technical troubles here. Yeah, that's from his Instagram. He's giving some kind of massage. I'm sorry, I'm trying to... Okay, there. He's giving some kind of massage to her, a neck massage. She's looking straight into the camera. Most of you already know what does it mean. I'm going to talk about it in a minute because I have more photos like that one. It's okay that he's giving her a massage, but that pose in her is like it's not that well, it's very modern, I guess, but it's a far cry from what one understand is a lady should sit, right? Call me old-fashioned, but at the same time, if she can sit any way she wants, but then he is like afraid to do the same, okay, in a very important moment of his life. So this is a comparison. This is something that we have to like little clues that begin to stack up. And in this case, this is his Instagram. He's putting a photo where you can barely see his face. He's giving her a massage, and she's breaking that fourth wall like a champ. Look it straight into the camera. That's really important for her. And the next picture is important. Why? For two reasons. I could give her a pass with that. That's like a Marco Claw version 2.0. Okay? That's like a Marco Claw. She's grabbing his face. I've never been grabbed my face like that, but I can guess how does it feel. It's a very possessive gesture. I could give her a pass, but what I don't like, notice that his expression. Notice his expression here. This is his regular expression. This is his common body language baseline. The one that he's almost always like this nice guy attitude, laid back. Yeah, man, he's a bit. I don't want to say the word. You know that the word rhymes with rocked, but it's not rocked. There's the other the other word that is not rocked, but that word. But in her case, what do you see on her smile? This is a deal breaker, at least for me. Her smile it's not there. That is not a genuine smile. Okay, she acted in Transformers, and I barely remember her acting there because who the hell remembers any acting in a Transformer movie? But whatever, she had facial expressions and everything. I don't remember her like stiff or like this. You're posing for the camera. You're on purpose posing for the camera, and there is no cheek pressure, that smile that you see, that there's no intention, there's no real lip corner pulling upward. There's no energy in that smile, and that is really suspicious. I have trust issues with women that do not show genuine smiles. And you don't have to show genuine smiles all the time. You don't have to be smiling all the time. That is absolutely not necessary. But you imagine that if you're taking a picture with your boyfriend or your fiance, you're gonna put your best face to the camera, okay? Or you're joyful, you're happy, and you're gonna show it. Okay, that is important. It's not like you're always gonna smile. That is impossible. That is borderline hypocritical. But when you smile, you want that smile to shine. Okay, that is not present here. It's not a Catherine smile for sure. Yeah, Patricia, that's not a Catherine smile. So let's go to another picture to see what's going on here. And this is what I really wanted to show you. This is like some sort of should I say archetypes? I don't know. It's because it's gonna be trademarked soon. I don't know if I can say that word, but this is his common facial expression. I already mentioned that he has this cool guy, nice guy attitude. He has this very soft like band or tilt of his eyebrows upward. Okay, that is his natural expression. That is not like he's not sad at the moment. He's just his expression, and his smile is very subtle. Okay, that's the way he smiles. That's his common baseline body language, facial expression. Okay, I don't know. At this moment, it's not like she is much taller than him. I saw another picture of another angle of this moment, and it's not like she was like the tallest woman in the world. It's because she was on a step. There was like a staircase, and she was one step higher than him. That's why she looks so tall in that moment. That also gives you a clue that she wanted to look taller than him, and at the same time she knows, a woman is aware that her man is gonna look shorter than her. So she did this on purpose, and of course at the same time we see the same expression that we saw before. Okay, we cannot deny that she's got some striking eyes, right? But she's got her chin up again, a bit arrogant, very dominant. Okay, that is relevant because we have seen it a couple times now, and by this point I haven't seen her truly smiling. Okay, she's got very subtle smile, very a couple genuine smile, but not in the latest posts of Brooklyn, or I haven't seen her Instagram. Maybe you're talking about surgery. I don't know. I have no way of knowing if she's had surgery. As an actress, it's a very bad idea to use Botox at such a young age, but one can never know. One can never know. I was reading an article on Simon Cowell that truly almost destroyed his face with Botox, with fillings, and I think that's crazy. I know that it's a totally different scenario, but it's crazy nonetheless. Let's put another picture, shall we? This one. And this is another that we're gonna see a couple times. I want to stop here. I want to stop here because this is a trope, okay? In that sense, archetypes and tropes have a lot of in common. It's like it's a way mental models, archetypes, tropes. Tropes is in cinema and movies. It's something that you see, something repeated. In music are motifs, okay? And the motif is him kissing her and he closing his eyes. In this one, he is closing his eyes, but she's closing her eyes too. Okay, that is almost nice. I don't know why this gives me such a I don't know. He is really in love, but she is like meh. Okay, it's like she is not engaged on it. And of course, one of the things that it's so off and is off-putting for us is the hand in this way. Her fingers are tense on his neck, okay? It's not like she is relaxed, and it's not like a position to really embrace your your new husband, okay? You say it like that. Your new husband sounds like sounds like Elizabeth Taylor. I'm not saying things right, but you are fresh as husband and wife, so I don't know. That is a bit odd, that hand in there. And well, her expression. I'm not gonna tell much about her expression now until we watch the next photo. I'm gonna skip one of the photos for this one. You should see this tiny collection I made here, and you tell me. Sorry for the jumps. Okay, you tell me what is obvious. It's obvious. What is the motive, the archetype here? It's very easy. It makes you think of someone, right? Someone that is always looking at the camera, finding the camera, whatever it is. You know, the one that shall not be named. Yes, exactly. It's odd that there's so many photos of them in this way, that he's kissing her, he's abandoning himself, because you see his eyelids. This is important. When you see someone's eyelids that are closed and relaxed, that you don't see that pressure, he is enjoying something. He's truly enjoying kissing her. Okay? And she's not missing the moment to look at the camera. The same motive. He's closing his eyes and his eyelids are relaxed. Always pay attention to that. Yeah, she almost she's even posing for the camera sometimes like this. Okay. In this picture, I should say that this picture, even if not a genuine smile, because she doesn't have a full smile there, it's one of the closest attempts at having a fresh, natural expression on her. That was pretty close. That was really, really close. Even in her wedding, their wedding, the same. He is going for the kiss. She's looking at the camera. And this from the, I don't know how long ago was this picture, but it's the same motive. He's near her. He's admiring her, and she is looking at the camera. It's a bit odd. Some of you are already saying, I don't see this lasting long. That difference, especially that he's 23 years old, I really don't want to mention the fact that he still hasn't found a true purpose. He started as he started with playing football up to 15 years old. Then he decided to start a modeling career. Then he went for photography, professional photography, and now he's a chef. And all in the span of 7 years. It's a bit like rush. You know that you're trying things, you're still trying to figure out things. So marrying when you're trying to figure out things as a man, it's well a bit it's a bit odd. I don't know if when there's so much money involved, even if there's a prenup signed, well, I don't know if that could change. If he has the space he needs to like test the waters on whatever he wants to do next. She is trying to break out as an actress. I really haven't seen her in a in a major motion picture besides Transformers. There's another movie, I cannot remember now which one it is. But to understand the level of infatuation, I love that word, infatuation of this man, he went as far as to change his, I understand that an Instagram handle is not as formal as you may think. It's not as important as you may think. But he went as far as to change his name on his Instagram account to add the last name of his wife inside his name. It's like Brooklyn Pels Beckham. I happened to be like browsing Instagram at that moment, and I said, I must be, I don't understand. Who am I looking at? Is this a joint account or what? Well, yes, Brooklyn Beckham reveals new name on Instagram after taking wife Nicola Pelt's surname as a middle name. Well, that's odd. I suppose that some Scandinavian countries that's common. That's common, but well, I don't know how Scandinavian are them, and they're pretty much. Well, it's a bit odd. It's something that, well, very 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 odd. Yeah, thank you. I needed that comment. The surname choice is very odd. Thanks, Ciara. And we go back. I told you that this is gonna be like 30 minutes focus on talking about just explaining what I saw in these pictures. We're close to that 30-minute gap, 30-minute limit, and I want to go back to that first picture that we saw. And this is important. This is the solution to the riddle. You can be sitting, but your frame as a man is really important. You cannot let go of your frame. The frame of a man is everything. It's what projects his masculinity, what projects his energy. It's like I'm a dangerous man. You cannot imagine that I don't know, Al Pacino in the Scarface days is gonna sit like this. It's low on energy, and that is the problem with these hands. These hands are covering his genitals, his manhood. This is a defensive posture in man. Okay, we have seen it a lot in the royals. The royal posture of men is with the fingers crossed over that area. Is the same. It's because you're trying to signal that, like, you are not going to hurt people, okay? You come in peace. Yeah, that is a formal choice, but a choice in a person that doesn't need that, and a man that wants to like project himself as more confident, that doesn't have that. You have to act like this. He is like a man that has that freedom of acting like he wants. This is not the best choice. This is not the best choice at all, and he looks submissive in that regard. He's sitting. She's putting her hand over his shoulder. He's like putting himself down due to that weight. He has low energy face. He's covering his genital. It's everything at the same time. It doesn't make sense. Well, I told you that this first part is going to be me talking about these photographs. Now we're going to go for the next part of the live, that is commenting, reading your comments, and, well, any questions that you might have. And we're going to talk about certain odd relationships like, what we have seen now. So I'm going to finish this, and you should be redirected immediately to the next live. I'm going to try this now, okay? So we'll see in the next live now.